And good morning. So this place just keeps getting better and better. I am doing a hike by myself this morning. The clouds have come in, so it's a little foggy. This is the easy trail, so we'll see how this goes. So this morning was really cool. A few new bird species, including a nighthawk that was just hanging out on the ground, sleeping. So that's really cool. There were 5 toucans eating bananas, also very cool. But just as I was about to start the hike, in the same spot where I saw the toucans eat their bananas, I just encountered 2 kinkajous who came out of nowhere, ate all of the bananas in 2 minutes, and then left. And they kept looking at me like they were doing something that they shouldn't be. They had very guilty faces on. So that's really cool. This is downhill for the moment. This is kind of hard to come back up for me. I do a lot of, I said do. I do a lot of wheezing on the way back up, so you won't get those videos. Since I started, I've already seen 2 very cool spiders as well. So here's another one. I don't know how easy that is to see. But it just ate something. Oh my God, it looks like it's made of metal. Like it's made of mercury. That's really cool. So yeah, it's pretty quiet. I've noticed that when the fog rolls in, things get a little bit quiet, but we'll see what we see. So I don't think I'll be out for very long. These are kind of hard for me, maybe half an hour. But there is some really cool stuff along this trail. I've done this one 3 times now, and there's a really cool heliconia up here. There's some flame ginger coming up right here. All sorts of really cool stuff. So here's that ginger that I was talking about. So you can see that these are very gingery leaves. This is exactly what ginger looks like. So a whole bunch of it right along here. And I don't know if you can tell, but that goes straight down. These little things, they're not quite moss, but they're not quite ferns, I guess. They do reproduce by spores. I was lucky enough to go on a hike with the owner yesterday. We wandered down this way, and very cool guy. Very, very cool. And he was able to tell me just a little bit about some of the plants and things like that. Very accommodating to my lung situation. Everyone has been here, so that's really cool. Also the lichen, or the moss on all these trees. So in this spot in the morning at the 6:30 hike, we stopped and we tried to call quetzals. And there was a quetzal up here that was yelling at a quetzal down there. And they were both worried because my guide was using her app to call them as well. And so they both thought that there was an intruder in their territory. It was a ton of fun to hear them all go back and forth. Uh-oh. Disclaimer. I lied to you. They're not kinkajous. They're tyras. Sorry, but enjoy these videos of them. So this is the compost section. And those little guys are kinkajous. I'm going to hang out here because I don't know if they're dangerous. But there's 4 of them. And these are what I saw eating the bananas. And it looks like that's what they're doing right now, is eating the bananas. Hi, friends. Hi. If there's no update for me later, they've kidnapped me and made me their king. And there's the heliconia that I was talking about. So it's very specialized. The yellow things are the actual flowers, and they are curved in a very specific way for a very specific hummingbird to pollinate it. So it's called the sickle-billed hummingbird. And that's how they pollinate. And then these right here, these purple flowers, they're called witch's fingers. And they are related to tomatoes, actually. So they're part of the, I don't know what family it is, but they're essentially giant nightshades. And the owner yesterday said that it's actually really quite poisonous. So not a good idea to touch that. Or tomatoes. Here's a much better example of the witch's fingers. So you can see it's just covered in flowers. This is a really neat place right here, because I don't know if that's some sort of grass or if it's a bamboo or something like that. But not this morning, but yesterday morning, this is where we stopped on our walk for the hike. And up in that tree, one of those trees, was a big chicken-like bird called a guan, and it has a bright blue face. Sorry, it's hard to see. The sun's really bad right now. But we've also got these really cool trees called cecropias. I've never seen anything like that, and again, I know that the sun is really bad, but they're actually white on top. So it looks like the forest has snow in it, which is kind of cool. This forest actually did have snow this morning. We had a storm last night, and there's a volcano that we can see, Pinchincha, and it had a little bit of snow on the roof of it today, so that was kind of cool. I didn't expect snow right on the equator. I'm only just maybe 1 or 2 miles south of the equator right now, so that's really cool. Also, I feel like I should mention I moved back to the road because I wasn't sure what kinkajou etiquette is. How close should I get? Am I going to get attacked? And I kept seeing them, so I turned around and came to the road. And I think these are actually bananas. Plantains. That's cool. There's a whole bunch of birds singing up here in these cecropias.